Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation, population 390, and welcome back to the next episode of Into the Breach. In today's episode, guys, we're going to be taking on the Detritus Disposal, which is the final island of the 4 islands, not including the Volcanic Hive, which is the final mission, but we're going to be doing this island first and avoiding any catastrophes that we had last time, aka horrible misclicks. Detritus Disposal Head Office. Our accommodations are sparse, Commander, but you and the Riftwalkers are welcome here. To quote our corporate motto, Detritus is at your disposal. Okay. So, it's the final mission. Like I said, we had catastrophic failure and loss at the beginning of last episode, but you know what? We got another, we have another boy. Things have been replaced, and we're going to survive nonetheless. Okay. We have the heap, we have disposal site C, and we have the waste chambers. We really only need 1 grid power, so I would say we do one of these. Let's start with the heap. Take less than 3 damage, and something about the coal plant. Let's start with this because it should be pretty easy. Okay, we have new enemies. Several new enemies, actually. Let's get these guys set up like we want them to be. I actually want to move you a little bit closer so that you can, yeah, that's going to get you good line of sights on things, I think. Let's take a look at our new enemies. We have the Blood Scion. All Vec heal 1 HP at the start of their turn. Okay, that's actually not as bad as the Shell Scion, in my opinion. We have the Alpha Spider. Throws a sticky egg that hatches into a spiderling. Okay, and then I assume that's another enemy that we have to deal with. So this guy's a spawner. I want him dead. Alpha Beetle. This is one of those charging boys. Not a fan of the Chargers, both the sports team and those guys, and we've seen these guys before. Not a big deal. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's be careful when we're clicking buttons. Very careful. We can't exactly afford to make too many mistakes. Alright, the fact that you've stickied me is horrible. The fact that you've stickied multiple players is horrible. Let's see what we can do here. We do have one use of an artillery strike always right off the bat. You are going to charge in the building and do 3. You're doing nothing, but you did launch this, which is going to turn into a spider. What I'd love to do is launch a rock right here. This guy runs into the rock, then stands on the spawn and hurts his own spawn. I would love that. This guy we got to get rid of, but getting to him is, yeah, I can't move. Literally nobody can move. Now I assume we can shoot the spiderling and then move because of that. We can also shoot the Scion and get rid of it, but I don't know if we're going to be doing enough damage to enemies this turn to actually even warrant that. And then this guy, even if I can get up there and punch him, we can only do 3 damage to him, so we have some issues this turn. We obviously have the smoke drop, which we can drop smoke on 5 tiles anywhere on the map, but where do I want to put those? I don't know, it's hard to say. You can't do much if you can't move. I mean, you can, I'm assuming, punch this thing. All mechs heal 1 when they... It's like, yeah, you can... No, but then you're going to hurt your own building, so we obviously don't want that. And it's also not great to come up here with you and shoot this, because then we hurt our own tank. This is, kind of a horrible predicament. If we're being 100% honest. Now this mech doesn't have to move. He can just punch this guy and that'll make me pretty happy. I think if we punch this guy and kill him, our tank mech can come here, protect the building. This guy will run into the tank and do 3 damage to him, which isn't great, but then he should land on his own spawn. But then the question is, how do you get rid of this guy? And the answer is, you can't really. You can smoke bomb him. You can smoke bomb him. Does this count as our turn? If I drop some smoke here, it should cancel his attack, but does it count as my turn? Because if it does, then I don't want to do that. Let's see if it counts as our turn. Attack canceled. it does count as our turn. Because that puts us into kind of a predicament, because I would have loved to punch this guy and then, like I said, tank strat there. We can still, at the very least, launch this here to stop this guy from hitting the building. Man, I would love to move, but I don't think we're going to be able to. So we'll plant the rock there. And then you will murder this guy. You can attack twice since you're not moving. But I don't know that there's really anything else we'd want to do with this. I mean, we can push that guy, but like, what does that really do for us? We can push our tank boy a little bit closer, but again, what does that really do for us? I'd love to double up on the rocks, but I don't think we can. I don't think we need to do that right now. Let's not get fancy with it. Let's end the turn. This guy's gonna charge into that, and unfortunately does unearth this, which isn't great. This guy spawned. I really hate you. Oh my gosh, I literally despise you. Oh my gosh, there's so many enemies on the screen. So I'm trying to think of what we can do without moving. This guy's got to move. This guy's got to move. Oh my gosh, we're going to take so much damage. Okay. We got to free this guy. So if you stand here and launch at this guy. Oh my gosh, this is just... I mean, this building right here is just getting so effed right now that it's not ideal. If I think of a good move is to stand here and shoot here. Why are you not getting pushed? Why don't you get pushed? Hold on. Why don't you get pushed? I don't understand why you're not getting pushed. Because I really would like you to get pushed. Like, we're obviously getting rid of this thing. We're pushing that guy into that guy. But then this guy's not getting pushed. Why was he not pushed? Because I would love for him to get pushed and then do 5 damage to his own guy. That's an ideal scenario for me. 5 damage is just way too much. I don't know how we get out of these turns without taking 1,000,000 damage, to be honest. Like, this guy can come up here and he can shoot this guy so that he's not murdering buildings. And then all this guy can really do is nothing. Like, maybe stand... I can either stand here and take out this guy. Like, he's not murdering anything right now. This building is completely destroyed. This building's going to take damage. Let's reset turn. This seems horrible. This was perhaps misplayed from the very beginning, but we just have so many enemies on screen right now that I don't really know what we do. What can I do with you standing still? The only 2 moves I can do would be to, 1, drop a rock on... I can drop 2 rocks on you and kill you. That's an option. How far can you move? You can theoretically move here, and then you can punch this guy? This guy's still charging into the building for 3, so there's still no avoiding that. But if I punch you now, you do get pushed. So I don't really know why you didn't do it before, but I like the fact that you should murder your own friend here. So I'm a fan of that. You're still stuck, so you can either murder this guy and then this building's not taking damage. You only shoot the 2 space in front of you, so that's safe. And then we can use our double... I mean, we can do 2 things. We could either shoot 2 rocks on you and kill you, or we could shoot a rock here, push you out of harm's way, and shoot a rock on the spawn and block a spawn. Or we can... We could move to the left, launch a rock on you. Yeah, but then you're still destroying this building, so that doesn't really help us. Man, these egg sacs are really obnoxious, huh? So you can shoot this guy and get rid of him, or you can shoot this, but the building's gonna take damage. Otherwise, you're not moving. Let's just take care of this thing. Well, we're definitely not taking less than 3 grid damage because this guy's gonna hit this for 3. And like I said, I don't see any way unless we launch a rock here, but then this guy dies, so that's not ideal. There's no way to get this guy offline, and then this guy attacks 2 buildings for 2, so I don't really see that as ideal either. So the question is, what's best? Do we block a spawn and take out an enemy? I mean, either way, we're gonna have one more enemy than we'd like next turn. So do we just take out this enemy now, or do we block the spawn? I think we take out the enemy. Do you take out the enemy, or do you just push him? Ooh, I can push you into your own egg sac and then we don't have a spider baby. I kind of dig that move. And then you also push him. And then no spider baby. Let's try it. Let's just, we're trying all sorts of things. And then we'll push you. Why aren't you being pushed? It only pushes in 1 or 2 directions though. I don't understand the direction. Can I like switch the directions it pushes? Because I don't want it to push up and down. Like look, when it's here, it pushes this guy left or right. Left or right, left or right. But when I wanted to shoot it here, it goes up and down. So it must be something with the rock itself, and I'm just not understanding that. So I actually can't even push this guy out of the way. So instead, I can't kill him, and I can block a spawn. So it's like, do you do 3 damage to him, or do you just block the spawn? Guess you just block the spawn. This is pretty horrible. This is like really bad. We're gonna lose all of the objectives this turn. 2 damage and 2 more damage. That's 4. We lost the objective already. Luckily, you murdered your own guy. You've blocked a spawn, and you're attacking more buildings. I need you to stop. Both of you guys just gotta cut it out. I really hate that I'm webbed. Attack order. You're gonna run into your own guy, which I dig. So we're gonna come here. We're gonna shoot you into your teammate. He's gonna die. Like I said, you're gonna charge into your teammate and kill him. I dig that. What do we do? I'm gonna let you murder your own teammate, so we just gotta worry about taking care of this guy. Which I wish I could say was gonna be easier, but it doesn't look like it's going to be easy, unfortunately. I can do 3 damage to you. And please tell me, of course I can't. I can't get to the spot where I want to. So he's going to, I mean, he's going to attack 2 buildings. I certainly can't let that happen. So I think I have to punch him into a building. Are we going to lose the whole campaign here? I'm going to have to punch him into a building, I'm pretty sure. It resisted. We got very lucky there. You are going to attack your own guy. You do 3 damage, correct? Yes, you will die, and we will have 2 more enemies to deal with on the next turn. Okay. This mission is going horribly, but we're like maybe gonna come out semi-unscathed, which I'm pretty happy with. And by happy, I mean just utterly shocked. Like more shocked than I can ever imagine. Undo that move. You are amazing because you can shoot twice because you didn't move, and then we can just like give this guy the walloping and murder him like this and take him out. There we go. That turn was better handled, but this mission in general was just really poorly handled. And this was the easier mission, by the way. That was the easiest mission. We did get 1 power back, but we lost that. Oh, like, yes, like I said, that was the easiest one we had. High threat, defensive shields active. Maybe we need this to, you know, keep us safe. I don't know. Kill 4 enemies inflicted with acid. Defend the disposal unit. Destroy all mountains. Protect the defense slab. Now we kind of have to go for power grids. So let's go ahead and do this one and protect both power generators, which I'm assuming are these. All right, we have another lovely scion, and we do have some acid in play, which I assume I can't stand on. So let's you know, here's to hoping this mission goes better. Pod incoming, that could help. Can be pretty clutch. So Lady Luck's on my side. Let's rescue that pod. No spider boys yet, which I'm pretty happy about. All right. Are you going to charge? Are you going to destroy the pod as you do that? Because I don't want you to do that. I would like you to not do that. Now, this guy just sitting here doing nothing can drop a rock and block the spawn. And that's it, really? Unfortunately, you're pretty easy to push in the water. I'm pretty thankful for that. You gotta go. Like, you gotta get pushed. And then we need something to block your path or to take you out this turn, which I don't see how that'd be possible unless we concentrated too many efforts on you. And then this every power plant's getting targeted. Oh my god, we've definitely reached the final missions because I just can't do them. Where's my freaking water? I need my brain juice or something. Okay. How do you handle this? We cannot afford to do what we did last time and take so much damage. I mean, we literally would lose. Okay. Think your moves through. Think your moves through. I don't even care about this guy. Like, there's too much else on the map that's being kind of horrible to me. So if I stay in here, I'm going to get acided, which means I take extra damage. But if I go here, again, the rock is kind of bad, I'm now seeing, because it only pushes in 2 directions. This would push you on top of a spawn, which I am a fan of. But it doesn't block this guy's shot. And it also doesn't push him into the drink, which is not what I was wanting. If I undo move, and if we bring you here instead, then I can push you into the water, and that's a good thing, in my opinion. We can also... Here's what needs to happen. This guy has to get pushed in the water, and I think the tank man is probably the best to do it with. This guy needs to get pushed back so that he's not attacking a building, and probably punching mech is the easiest way to do that. And then we need to stop this guy from charging. So I think if we attack him, his attack just gets canceled. So that's another possibility as well. Like, if we run up here, grab the pod, and I believe if we just punch him, his attack should get canceled, and he gets thrown into acid. His attack was not canceled. I know nothing about this game. So we're gonna take 3 damage. Oh, I wish we could rock it up, man. I mean, I could throw 2 rocks, one landing here, but then my guy gets tossed into a mountain. Yeah, I don't think I can. I gotta get this guy into the water. Hold on, I don't think that's gonna work though, because this guy can't push you this way unless I go like here and then throw the rock at you here, and then I can push you that way. But I'd rather, if I'm doing a no damage move, like, since the rock's not going to do damage, I'd rather go here. Yes, we're going to get acided, but I would rather spend 0 damage and push you into the water and then get 2 damage off on this guy while also blocking a spawn. Like I said, we're going to take a wallop in here, but we do have the regen HP when murdering a guy, and we should be able to murder this guy on the next turn, I think. Oh, but he's going to get an HP back from this Scion. It's okay, and we won't have too much to deal with. I think I'm fine with that turn 1, and we rescue the pod right off the bat. Scion regen, don't like that. Ow, and you've knocked me into that. Okay. Blocked an enemy, another one comes up. That's an easy enemy to deal with, and, okay. Okay, so this is pretty easy. You got 2 moves, so you murder this guy with 1, and I think you push our tank over with the other, and he's now out of harm's way, and this guy's going to charge into his own guy in that order. And then we just got to worry about shooting you. You have died. Will you charge into the water if you don't do that? No, but I'm going to... Oh, this is going to murder you. By punching you into the rock? I love it. Good night, farewell, till we meet again. The Scion's still alive. This guy's gonna come up, not a big deal. All right, that's a well-handled turn. I'm a fan of that. Okay, we're building this back slowly. I hate these guys so much. Like, these may be my new least favorite enemies. They just gum up so much stuff, and it's really freaking obnoxious. Okay, so what can we do here? With your 2 moves, you can murder the egg sack. I kind of feel like the egg sack needs to get murdered. Yeah, the egg sack has to get murdered. So we'll do that with turn 1, and then with turn 2, I'm going to hit you. I can't hit you into me. I can't hit you into me. But we can block a spawn. So we'll take turn 2 to do that. With you... there's got to be a way we can do this and murder them both. No, don't do that. We're gonna have several enemies spawning, but we're actually just 2 enemies spawning. That's actually not a big deal. I'm actually fine with that. A lot of acid, another charger, and another flying guy. All right. This shouldn't be too bad. So we can come here with you, shoot you into your friend. That just murders you. Then I can come down here, punch you into a mountain, and then you can come here and hit him with this, and bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. End the turn, and we're gonna get 2 power grid back. That's really nice and necessary. Mission complete. Fantastic. Okay, that went much better. It's really just about getting that turn 1 success. We kind of failed on turn 1 of the last mission, and everything just kind of goes to crap after that. And some of it's luck, some of it's like where you place your enemies, or where you place your mechs, and where your enemies decide to move based off of that. But some of it is finding that optimal first turn. If you mess up on the first turn, and like we did, and we end up with 15 guys on the field, then you're in a little bit of trouble. But that was handled pretty well, I think. So, cool. Finished that. Pod opened. Pod collected, I should say. We got clustered artillery. Protect a tile by damaging and pushing adjacent tiles. Oh. So it's basically inverse. Like other artillery, it hits for 1 damage on the center tile and then pushes the other ones away for 0 damage. This is inverse. It does 0 damage on the main tile and pushes for 1 and does 1 damage on all outer tiles. Interesting. New skill promoted, +3 grid defense. I like it. Cool. Can you learn that? Can I replace your main artillery cannon with that? Because I kind of dig it. And we got a reactor core as well. This would give you 2 different moves. And you can attack twice. So could you do both a rock move and a cluster? it's tempting. I mean, I feel like I'm putting a lot of emphasis on the artillery mech, but he's also fantastic. And I don't really know where else I'd put anything. We could include Dash on this. I think I'm going to do this, which maybe is crazy, but this will give us a chance, and we can test this out the next time and see how it works. I feel like it should be pretty good. But anyway, not a super successful episode. We did lose our perfect island bonus right off the bat by taking all this grid damage, and obviously losing grid damage up here pretty horrible as well, but hopefully we can finish the next 2 missions you know, with minimal damage to everything, and take on the final boss. And then so that'll be in Friday's episode. And then on Monday, I guess we'll be taking on the final mission of the game, and that'll be our first campaign done with this. I'm trying to decide if I want to do another campaign after this, guys, with like the next set of mechs. Or if we want to move on to something else. You guys let me know. I do have a Pokemon Let's Play that I'm working on getting graphics and stuff created for. I created them all myself, so it takes a little bit of time. But I'm working on getting like a layout and thumbnail ready. I already have the concept for what I want to do, and I know what I want to do. I already have the ROM ready to go, and it should be a good time. But I can push that off a little bit longer. If you guys are enjoying Into the Breach, or if you're ready for Pokemon to come back, let me know. This went like a month, so it hasn't been that long. But if you guys miss it, and I know a lot of people are here just for Pokemon, then you know, perhaps we can bring that back too. And then this is a game I certainly see myself streaming in the future. So like, just because if we stop playing it on the channel, we will still stream with all, like, there are many other mechs to play with, like other classes. So I look forward to playing with them on the stream. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on by, because we would love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.